Hello beautiful minds, my name is Elvira and I'm your host for today. Welcome to another episode of Lyfebites. I'm joined in the studio with Amber, who will be telling us 5 things a woman needs to keep her man. Amber is a Christian youth leader, she's a mentor and she's a host of Lyfebites. Amber has a passion in seeing people succeed. Welcome, Amber.
Thank you very much for having me in the studio.
What do you have to say about the 5 things a woman needs to keep her man?
First of all, this was a challenge that was over the years. This is something I've always loved to do and I always do. And then I got a challenge from the CEO of Sleeky Ninja. And he said, Amber, I need you to write an article of 5 things you think, in your own opinion, that a woman needs to do to keep her man or to have a successful relationship. And I was like, what? How do you expect me to write that? I was like, okay, what I did was I had to do some research and I had to look at my mentors, my people who inspire me, their relationships and how they succeed in their marriages and all. And also get that from my own experience as well. I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I wrote the article. Viewers, you need to go read my article. It's on sleekyninja.com. Okay, I thought it was that after writing the article, it's something I can do a video about, you know, and just explain myself as in better, as in what I mean. And I'm just gonna go straight to the point. My first point is you have to be submissive as a woman. And I said, no man likes a dominating woman, a lady who he cannot control. A man is the head of the house. So as a lady, you need to accord him that respect and be totally submissive to him at all times. Whether you like it or not, I'm sorry, ladies, the man always will remain and will be the head of the house. He is the master of the house. He was born that way, to be the master. Ladies, you were just born to be supportive, to support the man. So you don't have a choice in that. You cannot, that's just the facts, that's reality. You just have to, if really you want to go in the path of a good relationship and have a successful marriage, you really need to be submissive. He needs to feel that yes, he's in control. And my second point is you must be an attentive listener. Every man loves his woman to always listen to him. It shows how much you respect him and you're ready to learn. Okay, aside your relationship, being an attentive listener is a very good skill that everyone needs to acquire because it will help you in every area of your life, every aspect of your life, in your job, in church, in your school, in every area of your life. Being an attentive listener is really going to help you. You are not just listening. Some people, they just listen and they're like, oh, when he's done talking, let me know and I'm gone. You know, some people don't really listen to understand, but listening is actually you learning.
That is very true.
So, and you're not just listening, but you're listening with the intention of understanding, putting yourself in the position of what that person is trying to say. So you need to understand what the person is trying to say, brood over it before you give your response. Okay, response and reaction, that's going to be another topic for another day. You really need to be an attentive listener. As a man, he wants to be able to come home and then meet you at home, to be able to talk to you and say, oh honey, there's some things that went on at work today and this was what happened, this was what happened. He wants you to be able to he wants you to be his ears. Like he wants you to listen to him and he wants that in words of encouragement to say, oh honey, don't worry, it's just some challenges, you're definitely gonna go through it and come out successfully. You know, all those things really keeps him going, you understand? And so things like this, he really, really needs it. And if you are an attentive listener, trust me, it shows that you respect him. And my third point is be homely in nature. A man wants a woman who he can trust his home with, a lady who is contented within the shores of her home and not looking for different means to seek happiness outside. He loves her more when she's able to take proper care of the home, like a shepherd guarding his sheep. Your husband is your sheep. Your home is your sheep. You have to guide it with all diligence. Like, you have to guide it. I was watching a movie yesterday, and a woman said, it's the duty of a woman to nurture the house, to nurture the home. And then it's the duty of the man to go hunting, come back, provide for the family, protect the family. You understand? Yeah. So as a woman, you need to be homely. You need to have that homely character, homely in nature. You need to be contented. You need to make him feel that, yes, you're contented with what you have. He needs to be able to trust you with his home. And my third point is be supportive. This is like the main one. In fact, this is the Bible even talks about this. As a woman, this was your main reason why you were created. Sorry, I have to say this, but that's the truth. Be supportive. You should not always be the one always demanding and receiving. Be a giver also. Support him in every little way you can. In every little way you can, by showing some sacrifices. Help him to reduce his burden. Make him feel that you are always there to share in his sorrows and happiness. Be supportive. Okay, you know what? There is nothing wrong if you're coming back from a nice outing with your friends, or you're coming back from school, and then you saw a shop, and then you just thought it was like, okay, I want to get something for my husband, I want to get something for my boyfriend. You saw a very beautiful shoe or a very nice tie. Let me get this for him. Do you think he doesn't want gifts? Of course he does want gifts. Just the same way that you want gifts, same thing, he wants gifts too. He wants to feel loved. He wants to feel that he's needed. So don't always be the give me. You know, there's some women, they just give me. They just want to keep collecting and not making sacrifices. You can also support him in words of encouragement, finance, and every little way. Because, you know, there's a saying that says, behind every successful man,
as a great woman.
As a great woman. Thank you. You know that. But you know what? That is not going to be possible if you're a nagging woman. If all the time he comes back home and is like always getting troubles from you and stuff like that, that's not going to help. You need to be able to pride yourself and say, yes, my husband is this because of me, you know?
Adding to that point, when you're a nagging person, you actually push your partner away from you, and the more you push your partner away from you, the more the person feels distant and then wants to seek that support outside, and that could be in the arms of another lady.
Then he ends up cheating. And my last point, but not the least, which is make his mom your best pal. Well, I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote this, but okay, what I said was, every man loves their mom so deeply, and you can easily get to him through his mom. Show great affections for his mom, because that is one treasure he doesn't joke with. In fact, you know, you can literally hear some guys say, my mom, no, I don't joke with her. You know, you understand? Some of them even brag and say all that. I don't know why it has to be the mom. I don't want to assume. I think that's personal, so I don't want to go into details. But I'm gonna come from this other angle, whereby I feel that the reason why it always has to be the mom and not the father is because a particular sex always prefers the opposite sex, not same sex. Okay, let me explain from this point of view. 80% of ladies actually have one man. There's one man out there that they feel so comfortable, they feel so relaxed talking to this man. They call this man. They might not necessarily have any relationship with this man. They're not dating this guy, but they just love him for who he is. They feel that he's the only one that understands them even better than their boyfriends.
It's always good to have a different.
Yeah. Most times they can say, oh, I have a girl, I have a best friend that is a girl. But trust me, ladies always prefer keeping the best friend as a man. I'm not saying as a married person is good. No, if you're married, you shouldn't keep a best friend as an opposite sex as a best friend. That's not good. Your best friend, your best friend ought to be your wife or to be your husband. Yeah. But for relationship, that's quite okay. So same goes for the men. The men, they always have one particular lady they feel so comfortable talking to, chatting with. They feel that, oh, this person understands them even better than their girlfriends. So I think, and also, why I suggested that it's better you keep a close relationship with the mom rather than the dad, because there's some sensitive information, some sensitive discussions that you really cannot discuss with the father. Take a look at, maybe you missed your period. You're like, it's awkward. You just go meet the father and like, oh, daddy, I missed my period. I think I'm expecting. No, would you do that? No, of course, I wouldn't even do that, you know? I'm like, I would rather go meet the mom. I'm like, mommy, I missed my period. I think I'm expecting. I just think, oh, wow, that's good. Because things like that, you feel more comfortable talking to the mother rather than the dad. They're more emotional. And also, the sons tend to listen to their mom more, because they know that if I'm talking to my dad is going to be talking to me like, you know, this man-to-man talk thing. He's just going to be blunt with me. But if I'm talking to my mom is going to put in emotions. He's going to, as in the words of advice, is going to be coming straight from our heart. Like, and they always would listen to their mom. So, and you should always have it at the back of your head that you're not just getting married to this man, you're getting married to his family. When you're getting married to a man, you're getting married to his family. So imagine if anything happens in the relationship, who would you run to? Not his friends. You will run to his family.
Very true.
They will actually help you sort things out. So you need to make his mom your best pal. Okay, my last point is, I didn't add this to the article, but I'm just going to say it, is you need to be a good cook. If you don't know how to cook, you need to learn how to cook, because there's a saying that says,
the way to a man's heart is his stomach.
Thank you, that's it. I'm not even gonna say anything. Thank you.
Lord, you set my soul on fire, object of my desire.